We are live again. We had some technical difficulties, y'all. We trying to work it out. Like we trying to
Yes.
work it out. Like we gonna get the whole situation together here. And I believe it's live. I clicked the live video, so title, let's see, Sister Self-Care Sunday. Audience here and go. So I clicked it. So I'm thinking it should be. So I did that. All right, let's just roll with it.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it should.
finally, welcome everyone. Uh,
So we try again, but first of all, happy Sister Self Care Sunday, everybody. I'm Vanette Hill, your host, co-host, and I have the lovely Denise Davis. And
Hello,
so,
everybody.
we,
Happy Sunday. Happy holidays.
listen, happy holidays. We have got to tell you all what has been going on here.
Yeah.
So normally, for those of you who tune in to me and Denise on Sister Self Care Sunday, it's normally Denise that's having technical difficulties. But this week, y'all, it was not my sister Denise. It was all on
Yes.
me and my technical stuff over here. Let me tell y'all what happened. We were up online, mind you, half hour before it's time to go live.
Yes.
And much like in life, when everything is going well, something will happen that would throw you a curveball. And you'll
Yeah.
be like, so let me get this straight. The internet goes down, okay? And then I could not get back on. So now I'm trying to get back on, and I'm like, this ain't working. Denise is like, see, it's not me this time. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I done sent text messages to all my subscribers, like, be here at 4 o'clock. I know they like, well, where they at though?
Exactly.
Look,
Exactly.
401 came and went, 405 came and went, 410 came and went. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to get it up, but God is good. And like I
Nevertheless.
said, much like life, when
Yes.
you think everything is going well, life happens. And when it happens, how you gonna handle it? Low
Mhm.
key, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I wanted to cry. I wanted to break a window because I was like, like, but I'm okay. Technology. Hey, Felicia. That's right. Technology is a mess sometimes,
Yes.
but nevertheless, we are glad. And today, it's happy holidays. Denise, how's your week? Because I'm not getting ready to give any more energy to the little negative mishap that kept us almost half hour late. I'm not even gonna give no more energy to that. Denise, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. You know, just getting ready for the holiday. Lots to do at work. But other than that, I'm just grateful for the opportunity that this year is ending, and hopefully I'll be able to see a new year, God willing. And I'm expecting, 2024, a year of more, a
Yes.
year of God's blessings. So I'm excited, for the new year to come in and the old year to go out, and looking forward to, the new adventures and different things that God would have for us for this new year coming. So, how about
Wonderful.
your week?
Okay, so how about today? Okay, I am like I can't even make it past today. Okay, no. Okay. But okay, so my week was okay, my week has been crazy. God is like, you know what? You finna use them skills. Them skills you say you got, them skills you
Right.
say you got, you about to use them, sis. because at my day job, when I tell you, when you go so long when nothing ever happens. I don't know how
Mm.
many people can relate to this. You put systems in place,
Oh,
you
yes.
have all type of processes in place, and then when something happened, you like, why y'all didn't use the process that we have in place? Like
Mhm.
what happened? And everybody like, what happened was like, whoa. So, things was happening to where communication is key. I talked a little bit earlier about communication key. For this week, there was truly just a breakdown in communication.
Mhm.
And when things break down and people aren't communicating effectively, stuff don't get done. Misunderstandings happen,
Yes.
and the impacts of not properly communicating could be catastrophic. Needless to say, it wasn't catastrophic, but there were some significant impacts that we had to remediate, and we did. And the good thing, the lesson that I learned in all this was I learned that, okay, because sometimes you can assume that people are following certain protocols and processes. But then
Mhm.
once you become aware that they are not,
Yes.
instead of, thinking like, why you didn't know that? You don't do that. You say, you know what? Here's an opportunity that presented itself that showed me there was a gap. And as a leader,
Mhm.
it's my responsibility to fill that gap with something so we don't have to worry about this anymore. It's never a blame game. It's, you know what, how can we prevent this from happening again? And so that's what we did. So that's how I looked at it. And it really helped me because the old me from back in the day, the young me, would have been so angry and would have just been like, why were you not thinking? But again, when you have a different perspective on stuff and you can look at it like, okay, what is this opportunity presenting
Mhm.
for me and what can I learn from it? So
Exactly.
it really, so ending up the week and starting this one off today with the whole internet, I'm like, okay, God, I see you building my muscles around patience.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm about to be strong, y'all. I'm about to be
Right, right.
strong because I'm getting a lot of exercise in some of this
Mhm.
stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God. But yes, so let's get into it because today we are talking about more in 24, really. Reflect. And one of the first things we do before going into a new year, Denise,
Mhm.
I like to think about the current year. We're wrapping up 2023. And people in 2023, we started the year saying 2023 is all about me. 2023 is all about me, right? And so now we have to start and we have to really sit and think, okay, what did we do in 2023? When we started the year, what were we thinking? Are we where we said we thought we would be
Mhm.
in 2023? What did, what, as we look back, what was our experiences? What worked out for us? What didn't work out for us?
Exactly.
Right. And if we had stuff that didn't work out, don't beat yourself up over it. But
Mhm.
look to say, what was the lesson?
Right.
Be like,
Exactly.
Lord, what was the lesson I was supposed to learn from it? Because if you got a lesson from it, baby, that wasn't a failure. That was a gift.
Exactly.
You can learn
Absolutely.
from it. Guess what?
Yeah.
Chances are you're not gonna do that again.
Exactly. And it's
So then
always good to
something you
reflect.
reflected on. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because reflection actually helps us to grow, like you said, and it actually it helps us to prepare, for what's ahead. Um, it's about learning and evolving. So, like you said, like I used to always say, with relationships, if you learn from each relationship you ever had in your life, time that actually will help you to say, okay, well, I know what I do like and what I don't like and what I do deserve, and and different things of that nature. So life is the same, when you reflect and look back at the year. Just because you didn't accomplish some things that you set out to do, it's okay. Put that back on the list for the new year. Maybe it wasn't your season or your time to complete that task. Maybe God said, nope, I want to take this person through just a little bit more so that they can get just a little bit stronger. So we never know. But don't be discouraged if you have not, reached all of your goals that you had set for 2023 and you
Yep.
have some to carry over. I used to do that every year. Like whatever I put on my list, whatever I did not complete for that year, it would be back on my list for the next year. So,
Absolutely. So I guess my question to the audience and to you, Denise, is what is something that you learned or achieved in 2023? What is something that you learned or achieved in 2023? For those of
hmm.
you who may be watching this, enter in your comments. We're experimenting today because we're streaming on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. This is our first time. So,
Well, one of the things that I learned and one of the goals that I am going to take into 2024 is that, if you're busy, I have so many things going on all at one time. Um, you know, uh, I have a family, I have family members that I take care of, I have, my career. So a lot of times, I'll find myself, oh, I was supposed to do this today, or I have to do this tomorrow, or I have to do. So one of the things that I learned and that I'm carrying over for my 2024 is when I make appointments or have different things, I am writing them down. So now I have a to-do list for work, a to-do list for home, a to-do list for appointments, just to make sure, that I am keeping things, straight, that I'm accomplishing the goals that I need to accomplish
absolutely.
because I'm getting older and I can't remember everything like I used to. I'm very good with numbers, remembering numbers, telephone numbers, social security. I mean, driver's license, kids, social security number, all kind. People be like, girl, you be remembering the numbers. But as I stated, now is the time, and my goal is to start writing things down and start, putting them in like different categories and different things so that I can stay on task with the things that I need to do. And a lot of times I wouldn't do that. And that's something
Yeah.
that's so simple and something that's very small,
Yeah. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that's very obtainable. And you would think that's a goal. For me, it would be a goal because I
Yeah.
need to make sure that I'm prioritizing and that I have, different things in order that I need to have in order to help my life to run smoother. So
Absolutely. I know for myself, one thing that I have learned in 2023 is a growth mindset is a powerful thing.
mhm,
And that what we believe to be true will drive your reality.
yes.
Because um I'm a person that if I see I'm always researching stuff, y'all. So if I see some new technology, I'm gonna try some new technology, right? But I'm constantly going from one technology to another. Da, 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 da. So my coach, shout out to Coach Kelly J, um, has this all-in-one application that I'm using. Hashtag shout out to Coach Growth Solutions. It's fantastic. So I said, let me get on there because it has all the things I need in order to really care for my clients, meaning to be able to communicate and to follow up with them and really stay in touch with the people in my community, right?
Mhm.
However, because I had learned all these other separate tools, seeing one tool, my mind just got so I got so frustrated and fearful because it was something new to learn, something else new to learn.
Right.
And in my mind, I was making it more difficult than what it really was. And when
Mhm.
you think something is more difficult, you're
Yes.
building bricks of boundaries, bricks of, you know,
Self-doubting. Yeah.
self-doubt, right? And so it becomes your reality. And so the more I would think, again, feeding into the negativity, oh, this is so complex. I can't do this. I can't do that. Instead of me taking it piece at a time, learn piece at a time and then just get moving, right? It was, well, if I can't learn it all at once, I'm not going to do nothing.
Mhm.
And what I've learned is once you try and you start believing in yourself, that's why starting with small things, small goals, y'all. I'm telling you, just like Denise said, something as simple as a calendar or a planner. But when
Yes.
you have a small goal and you achieve that small goal, you're actually building your muscle for knowing that you can accomplish what you set out to do. So now
Mhm.
I'm getting better and better with using this tool. And I really do like it. I really do like it. And this is not a paid advertisement, mind you, for Coach Growth Solutions, but it is a really awesome platform. So if you're out there in the coaching community, check it out. But yes, that's what I learned. I learned that mindset is powerful, and whatever you believe is going to drive your reality.
Yes. So
That's what.
true.
So, Denise, tell me, what about goals? What's up with goals? How important is goals as we get ready to go into 2024?
They are so important. Everyone needs to set goals. You not only do you want to set the goals, but you want to move forward on those goals. You want to create realistic goals. Don't create a goal that's so unattainable, and it's just so far out there that, all of your goals, are just like, ooh, well, I want to, have my house built this year, knowing that you don't have no money in the bank yet. I mean, you don't have, your credit score is like at the 400s. It's nothing that you can really obtain without having like a huge amount of money, on your own or whatever. So you want to just make sure that you're doing things in order. Start realistically. Don't, say, well, I want to have a six-figure job by the end of this year, and you haven't got any schooling, or haven't done the things that you need to do to prepare yourself to get to that point, is what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah,
not to say that you have to have schooling in order to have a six figure, because we know that that's not true. A
correct.
lot of people that have not gone to school and they have, six figures. But
Absolutely.
you want to set realistic goals that definitely will help you to achieve, those goals. Because what happens is that if you set goals that are really unobtainable, what does that do to your self-worth? Does that do to your self-confidence? What does that
Right.
do to your mindset? When you have so many goals that you just, there's no way that you are able to obtain them, you start going through the self-doubt, the depression, the anxiety, because those goals are not realistic. So you definitely want to, set, those goals that, are definitely crucial for you, and to obtain.
Yeah.
So definitely, stay grounded, in what's achievable, and everything. And that's the one thing, don't, as they say, your mother used to always tell you, don't live beyond your means, or, don't have your goals beyond your means.
But the other thing I do want to clarify something on that to the
Hmm.
listeners, right? So, talked a little bit about mindset and your
Hmm.
goals. And your goals should be smart, right?
Yes.
And that's what
Yeah.
Denise is talking about. They're specific, they're measurable,
Yeah.
achievable, relevant, and or realistic and timely. You have a time
Yes.
schedule on it, right? But also, if you do have a healthy goal, right? You
Hmm.
might see something, and this is where I think this is where faith, this is where, but putting in
Yes.
work, because we have to realize that where you are today, baby,
Hmm.
this ain't your future. This
It's not.
is your future self.
It's
So if
not.
you do, so I would say to that person, if you do have a dream or desire on the inside, that dream and desire may be so big that you're scared to put a goal around it. But I
Right.
would tell you, trust in God and
Hmm.
start making your plans
Yes. To get there.
to get there. So
Yes.
you might want to build a house. You
Yes.
might want to have
Oh
a
yeah.
rent. Put it
Yeah.
out there. Put it out there and move forward by faith
Yes. And I
and
wasn't
start
saying it to say that you
investigating.
can't obtain those things, but I'm
Right.
just
I
saying,
was
like,
just yeah,
if you set that goal, like, oh, by, within 3 months, I want to have this and the other, and you're just, saying it without putting any action in play or
exactly,
anything, to help
exactly.
build to that,
Right. No, I just
so
want I
you
know
can
what you
have
were saying.
whatever,
Right.
yeah,
I know
whatever
what you
God
were
has
saying,
for you,
but I
definitely.
just wanted to clarify to
Yes,
people
exactly,
because
exactly.
sometimes we limit our blessings because we limit our ask.
Yes.
And I
Never
don't know
do
about
that.
y'all, but I
Yes,
serve
never.
a mighty God, and
Yes.
he got
Everything.
everything, right? He got everything.
Yes.
And I think when we limit our beliefs on what we can have, we limit what we receive.
Exactly.
So to
And you know
Denise's
what else?
point, I want you all to make sure though, if you have those goals, you need to put a plan in action to
Yes.
get them. Because
Yes.
see, you got people who set goals and people who just dreaming. See,
Yes.
people who dream, they go to sleep and wake up, but it's still a dream. Because if you don't
Exactly.
have any actions, you don't have a plan, and you don't stick to it, you're not gonna do it.
Because what does
So
God say?
yeah,
He says, write the vision and make it plain. So that
absolutely.
means that,
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
do have a dream or vision, you have to do the work also and have, okay, this is the plan. How can I get from point A to point C right now? And then how can I get from point C to
To
maybe point E,
absolutely.
or from point E to maybe G or H?
Yeah, yeah,
So you have to take those steps, to get where you're, want to be. And like I said, it's not that those goals are never unobtainable, but if you're, what you can and cannot obtain within the short period of time that you're setting these goals. So, something that you may want, it may take a 5-year plan versus a 1-year plan.
the important
But
thing is to build your
those
muscle
steps, yep,
around setting goals, because
yes,
when you set goals that even the small ones, and I
hmm,
say that's why I really love what Denise said when she said about the small goal, right? Because even with the small goals, they build your muscle. We talk
yes,
about repetition, and we need the reinforcement to know I can accomplish something. Because when you
yes,
set a small goal and you start accomplishing those things, right? Now,
hmm,
number one, you're building up your self esteem, you're building up your confidence because you're like, okay, I did
did it,
that. And if I
yes,
know I could do that, then I can do something else that might be a little tougher, right?
hmm,
And that's how God gives us challenges. When those challenges come up, like I said, I had some challenges this past week, y'all. I was like, Lord, I'm getting some muscles today up in here. Biceps is on fleek. I don't even think they I don't even think they say fleek no more, but biceps is right. I got my workout. But the point is, you build those muscles through
yeah,
repetition, right? And so when you set a goal for yourself, continue to be specific, to measure how well you're doing, and to
yeah,
celebrate. So many times we don't celebrate the accomplishments that we have, and when we don't recognize and celebrate even the small ones, right? Because
hmm,
we have to encourage ourselves. They had that
yeah,
one song that says sometimes you got to encourage yourself.
that's right.
Sometimes you got to speak
Yes.
life over
Into
yourself,
yourself.
into
Yes.
yourself, and over yourself. So we have to do that. And oftentimes, especially in our culture, we're not taught to celebrate our wins. We're taught
Mhm.
be humble, be quiet. You ain't got to be
Yeah.
that's a show off. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not showing off. And it's showing the glory of God or what he blessed you with. So yeah, you should show off. I feel like
Yes.
showing off is showing, how you've been blessed. It's not putting anybody
Grateful and
else down,
gratitude.
but it's showing how you've been blessed. And if somebody can see how you've been blessed, then perhaps you can help somebody else be blessed, right?
Yes.
So I don't see anything wrong with that. So as we move forward and we talked about setting goals, but let's not forget in 2024, part of your goals should always include self-care.
Mhm. Exactly. Exactly.
Because if you're not taking care of self, you're not going to be able to achieve those goals. People just don't realize how important self-care is. Like
Yeah.
it's so critical. Um and it's not a luxury, y'all. And when we say self-care, I'm not saying go out and I'm not even talking about manicure, pedicure, facial massages. I'm not even talking
Mhm.
about that. I'm not talking about
Yes.
going on long vacations. I'm not talking about that. When I say self-care, baby, I'm talking about your mental well-being.
Yes.
It is nothing like a peace of mind. It's nothing like having peace in your home. It's nothing like when your body is healthy. That's that's self-care. How are you feeding your body? Are you hydrating? Water is so crucial to the human body. To the human body, it's so important. What are you feeding yourself? That's self-care.
Yes.
Are you embarking on a whole bunch of gossiping? Because
Hmm.
gossiping and speaking negativity is
Yes.
poison to your soul, because
Yes, it
putting
is.
negative stuff out there, and it's just going to become a magnet to pull negative stuff in. So when we
Mhm.
talk about self-care, we're talking mind, body, and soul.
Yes.
Self-care. Are you praying? Whatever your religion is, I'm praying that, pray to God. I pray that, have my communication so my walk with where my faith is strong.
Yes.
Are you practicing gratitude,
Mhm.
self-talk? I mean, when we talk about self-care, it's so much. Caring for self, and I said this on Thursday Thoughts, caring for self is a full-time job.
It really is.
I don't even have to,
It
I don't even have
really
time to
is.
be in nobody else's business,
Exactly. It
neither should
really,
yours,
really is.
because taking care of yourself is a full-time
Yeah.
job, and we
Because you
never
have
had
to
time.
look at how people say,
Woo.
"Oh, I had to have time to do exercise or time to relax or,
Yeah,
time for my hobbies, or time to do this and time to do that." So it really, really is the full-time job.
full-time job.
Yes, and for you to find the little time throughout your day to do certain things, even if you wanna meditate or pray, of course, we can pray,
Yeah,
to God, all day, while we're doing something else, but, I mean, just to really just sit back and just decide, "Okay, I wanna take a brisk walk maybe for 15
yeah,
minutes." Some people can't even find 15 minutes within their day to stay committed to doing it every single day, so that lets you know right there that, trying to find time, it is a
absolutely.
full-time job and
It's a
trying
full
to,
job.
you
But
know,
what's a full-time job is, now here's the thing,
mhm.
we got the time.
Yes, we just don't know
Challenge
how
I
to.
challenge
Yep,
people, what are you using your time for?
it's that time management.
Time management.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, I'm speaking about myself, y'all. I have made excuses like, oh, I ain't even had time to work
Mhm.
out today, but I had time to sit in front of the TV and binge watch my judge shows, because
Yes.
I love them judge shows. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But I'm simply saying you have time, but
Yeah.
how are you spending your time?
Yes.
And so that's where, when Denise talk about time management, she talk about her planner. When you
Yes.
prioritize your self-care, in the long run, we are better for it. We
Yes.
You have to pour into yourself, y'all. When you have goals and you don't reach your goals, it leaves you feeling irritated, agitated,
Yeah.
withdrawn, unfulfilled, you know, feelings of regret, feelings of being
Depression.
depressed, because on
Anxiety.
the inside, when you're
Yes.
not operating in your fullest promise that God gave you,
Yes.
there is an uneasy feeling you can't even get rid of. And you feel unsettled because you're not maximizing your potential. And at the end
Exactly.
of the day, we have nobody to blame but ourselves.
Yes. So I want to ask everybody, so what self-care practice are you planning to adapt this year? So, just let
Oh,
us
that's good.
know inside of the comments, so that we can, inspire one another. But what, self practice are you planning on adapting for the new year?
Yeah.
Definitely a good, and your comments, like I said, leave them in the comment section because I mean, what could be good for you could be good, for me, or maybe good for Vanette or good for somebody else, and vice versa. Some things that we
Mm,
never even thought and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Let me, at least try to get a
yes.
little bit of this into my day, so yeah, definitely,
Yep.
we're interested to hear your comments on that. So
Now, what's something? Okay, Felicia have time management.
yes.
So Felicia put time management, which is a good one. Now,
Yes.
Denise, what is one? I know you said yours is almost time management too, because you said using the
Mhm.
planner, right?
Right, exactly. And that's, one of the big things with me because I find myself definitely running out of time and being tired just, from doing a lot of things. But, there's still time, if I maybe move some things around and put it at the beginning of my day versus always saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do it," by the end of the day. Because of course, by the end of the day, we're tired
Tired.
mentally, physically, spiritually, we're drained from the things that happen throughout our day. So if you see that there are some goals that you're putting towards the end of the day,
Mhm.
and that you're like me, to whereas at the end of the day, you find that you're drained, mentally, physically, or spiritually, then
Now,
that
time management
means that
is not necessarily self-care. It's a good
right.
goal, but what's a self-care goal?
Oh, no,
So
no,
what
no. I was going, yeah. So a
what
self-care goal would be for me is to definitely make sure that my timing is right. If I can't get it done at the end of the day, then I need to prioritize it for the beginning of the day. I need to make sure that whatever self-care, that I want to practice to, start my day
okay.
out or whatever, I need to take a look at, what where I had it and maybe rearrange it. It could be at the middle of the day or to be first thing in the morning, to go ahead and complete the goals that I want to set, for the day. So that's what I was leading to is definitely, taking a look at the things that I have in life, the goals that I want to have
Mhm.
set up, and making sure that I stick to them, making sure that I commit to them, making sure that I
Exercise
making
and
sure I have the
meditation.
time.
So
Yes.
Felicia said exercise and meditation, and Felicia, you must be in my mind because I was thinking the exact. I promise you, though, I was thinking the exact same thing, Felicia. I was
Hmm.
thinking exercise and then meditation,
Yes.
honestly, because I have to do better in 2024. So
Yes.
2024 is the year of more. And what
Yes.
more do you want in your life? I need more exercise because
Hmm.
with exercise, it's gonna help me sleep better.
Mentality.
It's gonna
Yes.
help me think better. It's gonna help
Yes.
me be more productive. It's
Yes.
gonna help my overall health in general, and even
Hmm.
more, make you more innovative as well.
Yes.
And it gives you it boosts your mood because you
Yes.
get what's called that runner's high when you work out. And so I definitely this year, my focus is definitely gonna be a huge priority is gonna be on my exercise.
Hmm.
Exercise, eating better, and meditation. Because if I can do those things, I'll show up much more complete, more true to who I need to be and who I desire to be. So I
Yes.
love those, Felicia. I love exercise and meditation because meditation will help clear that mind.
Yes.
Ooh,
And you know what we can do because since we all know each other, we all have each other's phone number. Hey, we gonna make each other accountable. Be like, okay, y'all. Hey, we
well,
can
look,
say it's
look, you
look.
better be careful for what you say because Felicia's already a group leader over a weight loss group, and
Oh,
and
good.
oh, so you have to hook up. You have to contact Felicia because Felicia
Yes.
on it, and she's been doing like a incredible job. Like she
Oh,
is
good.
really good in that. So
Good, good. Because I definitely need that, little kick and that little boost. And yes,
oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So Felicia's the real deal when it comes to exercise, y'all. Believe
Good,
it.
good.
So yeah, no, she's really good. And if you need an accountability partner, she is definitely the person for that. But
I will
yeah,
be calling you, Felicia.
but yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
just so that's some stuff that I was thinking about. But in addition, so we talked about right self-care and
Mhm.
how important that is as being part of our goals, right? Because even in the office, for my team members, I have them every year. I need you all to have on your goals. This is to corporate America. I have my teams put a personal goal as part of that. What are
Yes.
you doing to maintain work life balance? That's what I
Mhm.
ask. And how are you planning to develop yourself?
Right.
Right. Now, Felicia, she says, well, the struggle is real. That's so funny. Felicia says struggle is real. Now listen, y'all. This is like a little brief commercial break, if you will. But Felicia bakes the most amazing cakes. Now you might say, okay, now
Mhm.
that seems like really contradictory to be talking about exercise and she
Right.
baking cakes over there. But in moderation, folks, in moderation,
Yes.
you like them cakes every day. But if you all want a whoo, let me tell you, her cakes are
Yes.
from scratch. They are delicious.
Yes,
And
they
I'm
are.
not even a cake person. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not a cake person. I'm really not a sweets person. I'm a food person. I like food. But
Yes,
the
that's
cake,
true.
ooh, Felicia, you Felicia the real deal when it comes to them cakes.
Homemade
Like
cakes,
from scratch,
yes.
homemade. I'm not talking nothing box. Not a box. Nowhere.
Yes.
So okay, back to regular schedule programming. We come back to regular schedule programming. So we talk about, setting our goals. We reflected. We talk about setting goals. We talked about planning for self-care. But the next thing we need to talk about is overcoming some obstacles, like the
Absolutely.
obstacles that we had today when the
Yeah.
internet wouldn't let us be great. And the internet was like Wonder Woman, like you ain't getting in. I was
Right.
like, what? So we have to definitely know that challenges are going to come. So
Mhm.
when we set these goals, understand life is going to happen.
Yes.
And that means just like I had a plan earlier today, perfect example. I was ready, everything seemed to be going good, and then something happened. So plan on when you set a goal,
Mhm.
something may happen.
Yes.
Understand that a setback is not a failure, it's a setup for success.
Yes. Exactly.
And you have to just keep trying. You
Mhm.
have to keep trying because the moment you stop, you could be stopping just short of your breakthrough.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
just know obstacles will come and they may
Mhm.
knock you down, but don't stay down. Get back up and keep moving,
Yes.
keep going, stay encouraged. And
Definitely.
that's what the community of Priority You is all about. We're all about empowering women, enlightening women, educating women, being supportive, a community to that if you have something you're trying to achieve
Mhm.
and you need to achieve it, you really want to achieve it. If you haven't been able to do it on your own, then you need to reach out and contact me so I can work with you and help you get out your way so you can meet the goals that you want.
Exactly. Because you
But
definitely wanna
definitely,
make sure that you bounce back and that you
yeah,
keep your eyes on a prize. And the thing is don't be afraid that if, like Vanette said, that, if you're, really need to, have this goal to happen, to ask for support, regardless of whether it's, support through a coach, or maybe sometimes it could be that you just need help, from a family member or a friend. But definitely if it's something that you need help with as far as career and other things, then definitely reach out, get the coach that you need, make this,
mhm,
take those steps. And don't ever be afraid that a lot of billionaires out there will tell you they had so many setbacks within their lives before they became a billionaire or a millionaire, but the thing is that they all had one thing in common. They didn't give up. They didn't allow the setbacks to hold them back. They got up, they brushed themselves off. They said, okay, this didn't work. Let's go this route. That route didn't work. Let's try this, and that's the mindset that we have to have, is that,
absolutely,
we will not give up. We will keep, going, and keep standing up, and, just keep standing and trying and having a faith and a trust to just keep going. And that's what you definitely have to have. Um, you know,
absolutely. Absolutely. And lean into understanding when obstacles or challenges come,
mhm.
leverage your support system. You
Yes.
have a support system. So many times, especially as Black women, we don't ask for help. Or
Mhm.
women who are perceived as the strong one, we don't ask for help. We suffer and we struggle in silence.
Yes.
And we feel like I have to carry the burden of this by myself because everybody else come to me, so who can I go to? So
Right.
when you have a strong friend, check on your strong friend, reinforce to your strong friend. And if you're the strong friend, know that your friends are there. They just don't know you need them because you're always a strong friend and you never go to them saying, "Hey, I need help."
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's just to be able to talk something out. Sometimes when you can talk things out, getting a different perspective kind of helps you because we've gone this far in life and we think with a certain perspective on things, but getting a different perspective or being able to have somebody help you shift your mindset,
Mhm.
right? Because that's the one thing that I like about my coach. And that's the one thing I bring for my clients is sometimes you just need somebody to help you talk through a mindset shift. When you can shift your mindset, you shift how you see things, right? Because sometimes we're so focused, we see things this way. But if you
Mhm.
have somebody that can let you know what? You actually can see things this way. So it's a
Exactly.
much broader, you have greater opportunities. But sometimes you're like, some things, that's saying you can't see the forest for the trees. You looking
Yeah.
for the trees. You're like, the forests are the trees. The trees make
Right.
up the forest.
You have that
But
tunnel
you can't
vision.
see it.
That's what it
Yeah,
is, that tunnel vision
yeah.
instead of having your vision, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So listen, you have to know that when you want change in your life, that means you have to change. You have to be
Yes.
the change first. Because if you're doing the same thing over and over again, but you're saying you want change, but you're not changing, you're never going to get it. Like you're never going to get it because
Mhm.
you have to change to get the
Exactly.
change that you want. Right. So, but yeah, so tap into your community, your friends when it comes to getting support, ask for help, and get somebody to hold you accountable, y'all.
Mhm. Oh, definitely.
Because if you're not disciplined enough to hold yourself accountable, get you some people who love you enough to hold you accountable. And that means you got to have some thick skin because you're going to need to hear the real on some stuff. Like
Exactly.
for real, for real. You're going to need to hear some real. Like I know Denise going to give me the real. I know Felicia's going to give me the real. People who going to give you the real, real. That's who you need in your life. You don't need people that's just gonna not tell you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Now, I'm not saying talk to people that's talking to you crazy, but you
Right.
want people that can be honest with you, honest with love, but honest, so you can know, like, okay, well, you say you want this, but this how you showing up.
Mhm.
We need people in
Exactly.
our life like that. So let's talk about vision boards. How can we help vision? They say visualization is key to manifesting what you want in your life. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, Denise is a vision board guru. So Denise, tell us how vision boards are so important.
Well, vision boards are definitely important because they will allow you to, keep your goals in front of you. They, allow you to be able to keep the vision, where you can actually see them. And it's regardless of whether you have one that has pictures on it or whether you have one that you just write a list down every year of the things that you need to accomplish. But they definitely help to keep that information on your mind. Because, if you don't have it written down or if you don't have it, maybe on a board where you can see it,
Mhm.
a lot of times throughout the year, you may even forget, what that thought was or really what you wanted to do or accomplish for the year. So that's why vision boards are, so, good. And you can, do them, any, type of way. You can, put them in a diary. You can, type them out, or you can, put them on a board. You can put them on a poster board. And the reason that I did my board the way that I did is because on the board that I have, and which you guys will see it in January, is that I can take some things down. I can actually regroup and put different things up there
Mhm. Mhm.
instead of actually having to create new boards every single year. All I have to do is just adapt and change the board that I have to something
Yeah.
entirely different. And so, that's one of the reasons I did, the board the way that I did it, is
Mhm.
so that, every year, because I used to just write it down on a piece of paper. I would type it out actually on a piece of paper. And then every year, like I would have a list of the things that I needed to do. I would have the date that I completed those things. So I would, every time I did something on that vision board that I completed, I would put completed and a date. And so when I went to the end of the year, and in December, I would see all of the things that I didn't complete, but most of all, I would
Mhm.
see all of the things that I did complete. And so anything that was left on there that I hadn't completed, I would actually carry it over to the next year. And then I would create new goals, up under those things that I didn't complete. And I would just type that out every single year.
Yeah.
And just leave it, definitely I would have it on my computer, have it, printed out. But every single year I would do that.
And then
So,
I think go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that studies have shown that when you create a vision of what you
Mhm.
want, meaning you can actually see it, right?
Yes,
So when you have pictures, um, it brings what you desire to life for you almost.
exactly.
And they also say that visualization is one of the key things that
Mhm.
drive people that are successful, right? So
Exactly.
vision boards are one way. I think it was Jim Carrey who wrote like $1 million check to himself. And he put the $1 million check, it might have been 1 million or $10 million check over his bed. He just hand wrote it. And he would stare
Mhm.
at that check before he went to sleep every night. And then when he landed the film Dumb and Dumber, I think that was the film that paid him either 1
Yes.
million or 2 million. Whatever that check was, that's what that film paid him.
Yes.
It's the power of visualization because when you can see it, when you sit, and even in your mind, if you close your eyes and you see something you want, if you can see it, that's a powerful thing because then
Yeah.
it draws all the energy
Mhm. To try to
and
obtain it.
all your actions will all
Yeah.
line up to get to
Yeah.
that vision. And that's why
Exactly.
vision boards are so important. So you have stuff on your vision boards, make it fun. Your
Yes.
vision is not just about your career. It's not just
Mhm.
about material things. This is your life. You're writing
Exactly.
a vision for your life. So understand that, have stuff on there about every major component of your life, your
Mhm.
family, your career,
Yes.
your self-development, your
Friends,
self-care.
hobby.
How
Yes.
make it fun. Like, where are some places that you want to go that you see yourself? If you
Yes.
want a business, put a picture of a business up there that represents your business,
Mhm.
but make it a vision of your life.
Yes.
So, Denise and I, we are going to host a virtual vision board workshop, and that's going to be in January. And we're
Yeah.
going to give more dates on that so that everybody will, can sign up for it. It's going to be a free workshop, virtual, and we're going to tell you what things to get, and we're going to talk everybody through how to create your board. And let me tell y'all now, if Denise make the list, y'all gonna be at Holly Lobby or Michael's with a buggy full of stuff because sis be creating some stuff.
No, but they could actually get some construction paper and make some things on their own. So we're gonna,
Hey,
however you
we
want
go,
to
we're
do.
gonna show you how to do it no matter what your
Yes.
budget. We're gonna show you how to
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, so vision boards, like you can use magazines, pictures,
Yeah.
quotes, anything that really resonates to the life you want. But we want you all, in order for you to have a year of more in 2024, you need to know what that more is of you.
Mhm. Exactly.
Because some of y'all might want, more peace.
Mhm.
Some of y'all might want, more when it comes to more money. Maybe it's more money, more money, more money. Maybe it's you want to
Mhm.
have, more family time or to
Exactly.
do that hobby, right? Maybe there's a hobby that you wanted to do and you never tried it. Or maybe you want to be more adventurous because you feel like you really haven't lived life. So just think about that.
Yes.
Um in all your aspirations. So as we wrap up this segment, which I'm so glad we finally made it out here,
I
y'all. But
know.
as we wrap up this segment, we just want to say, every day is an opportunity to grow.
Yes.
Every day is an
And never
opportunity to
give
grow.
up. Never
And
give
never
up.
give up. If you
We're
don't
we're
learn
gonna be like
anything
the
else,
Titanic. We're gonna be like the Titanic. I'll never let go.
look, We not finna be like the Titanic because all them folks
Well,
died.
no, I'm talking about what
Except
she
one
said at the
lady.
end, Rose, when she said she'll never let go. Not like we're gonna be sinking in the ship, no. But when she said she never let go, we'll never give up.
I'm gonna find a whole nother metaphor to go with. I'm not gonna use the Titanic. I'm gonna find a whole nother metaphor. I love Denise, but I'm not using the Titanic as my metaphor
You
at
are
all.
too funny. You
At
are
all.
too funny.
So, but yeah. So I just, uh, the Titanic. All I see is a ship going down. I'm not
Right.
looking. I'm not looking at the
No.
Titanic. But yeah. So I want you all to start the week off being intentional with how you communicate because
Yes.
communication is key, and just look that every day is an opportunity to grow and progress,
Yes.
and start thinking now on what you want in 24, because when we come in and we stay tuned, because we're going to have a sign up sheet to sign up for the free workshop. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun, ladies. um it's gonna be fun. We
Right.
got some stuff we gonna have for y'all, but it's gonna be fun and you're gonna enjoy it. So, Denise, anything else before we let the good people go?
Well, everybody, just have a wonderful Christmas holiday. And, share and spend time with your family and your friends, and, just have, like I said, just a wonderful time. And regardless of whether you have friends that are near or far, you may not get a chance to be with your family this year, but just know that we love you. God loves you.
Yes.
And, just grateful, to be alive and, to be able to, uh, use the time maybe to relax if you can't be around your family and to reflect, like she said, and to just, take care of yourself and, and everything. So, I hope everybody has a, wonderful holiday season, and we won't see them until the beginning of, do we have,
2024.
well, yeah, 2024, the beginning of the year. So
Boop. Yep. So
definitely.
have a happy holiday, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, and to all the
Merry
holidays that
Christmas.
fall in
Yes.
between. Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Yes.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Bye.